such good use of the money, they should be given some more. There have been cases where the villages have received up to 200,000 rupees to renovate schools, make culverts, repair roads, and so on. The village development committees have recognized the income generating committees and have authorized them to collect revenue from the use of local resources such as sand and stone. Never had something like this happen at Marchawar before.
Highlighting the changes, resource economist Deepak Gewali.
गत साल जाँदाखेरिको फरक आकाश पातालको फरक देखियो. अब हुन त पूर्वाधार त उही पुरानो जे
The difference we saw in our visit to Marchawar this year was astounding compared to our experience earlier. The infrastructure there was the same, but where earlier people would hide indoors when outsiders like us arrived, now women were debating hotly at village meetings. In fact, it seemed as if they were doing most of the talking, and they sometimes even talked the men down. This transformation may have been apparent to me more since the last time I went there was 5 years ago, but I can say with certainty that it is surely due to the RSDC campaign begun a year ago.
चेतना आउनु त्यति चाहिने उनीहरुमा आत्मविश्वास आउन सक्नु त्यो त्यस्तै कामले चाहिँ त्यो त प्रष्ट देखिन्थ्यो.
The difference self-reliance has made in Machawar happened very fast and with minimal expense. So what is it about the program that it is able to effect such changes without much hype? Providing some answers, Dr. Devendra Raj Pandey, the brain behind Self-Reliance and chairman of the Rural Self-Reliance Development Center.
जुन कुरो सरकारसँग छैन हामीसँग के छ त भन्दा ती कार्यकर्ता छन्. सरकारसँग कहिले हुनै सक्दैन.
What do we have that the government doesn't? Simple, our committed motivators. This is a group that the government can never have, nor can the private sector or any market force. We call them motivators, since they are the ones who encourage farmers towards self-reliance. But the motivators too need some motivation. That is why we have established some norms, and although it was not anything official, it later turned out to be like that. The norms are based on the fact that anyone doing any kind of work ultimately desires some inner satisfaction out of it. Our society believes that satisfaction is inherently linked to material goods. This is even more so for those who believe in liberalization. This view believes that people are selfish, and every person working to fulfill his selfish needs will ultimately lead to the all-round development of society. This is what we call market economics. Certainly, people have various material needs, but we also have to realize there are many other factors that contribute to satisfaction. Job satisfaction does not necessarily mean only earning a fat salary and keeping the family in comfort. It also means finding satisfaction in the knowledge that one's work is benefiting so many others, and in its effects being visible and appreciated. In this matter, we believe that the development worker must have aims similar to that of, say, an artist, leaving material achievements secondary.
कलाकारले पनि त्यही खोज्छ र विकासमा संलग्न कार्यकर्ताहरूले पनि त्यही खोज्नुपर्छ भन्ने हुनाले त्यो सन्तुष्टिको निम्ति चाहिँ हामीले ध्यान दिन्छौं तर त्यो भौतिक कुरामा आधारित नभएर.
The biggest achievement of self-reliance has been the consistency of its activists.
समस्या चाहिँ हाम्रो आचार र विचारको बीचको खाडल हो क्या.
The problem is the wide gap between what we think and what we do. Our beliefs, inherent or acquired, remain on SI level, whether these are held as professionals or those involved in drawing plans and policies for the government. But actions tend to convey the opposite. It is in bringing their practices as close as possible to their principles that the motivators are exemplary. This is most essential for the country too, particularly in politics. We believe the example of the Swavalamban motivators should gradually be expanded in politics also.
That this program has been able to make such a difference in the lives of the villagers is apparent from a statement such as this.
We have gained so much knowledge within a year. We will be very successful if RSDC stays here for a longer time. But even if RSDC were to go away, we will continue with what has been started. Now people don't have to make the rounds of banks for months to get a loan. We can get loans in our village itself. This is the best thing that has happened.
Swavalamban is a program dedicated to eradication of poverty and to the transformation of society. It helps not only its targeted villages but also its activists.
Development does not consist of bringing transformation in other people's lives only. The transformation has to come from within also. It is nowadays commonly believed that the process of giving and taking that happens in the world of development is harmful. I think this is because people don't understand that when you help people better their lives, it is also a way of gaining something for oneself. We believe that physically tangibles are not the only earnings, but that inner self-transformation is equally important. That way our field workers also undergo transformation. Even matters like giving up smoking and drinking are great achievements. They are motivated to think more in terms of social good. That helps them become good people. Experience such as this are not easy to come by, and I think it is this which constantly encourages our workers.
There are many for whom involvement with Swavalamban has also led to their adoption of the program's goals as their own.
I have reserved that I will work only as long as the Marchawar program is on. I will not serve anywhere else. I am a village girl and I know what the situation of people in my village is. I will go back, and even if I don't get the help from any organization, I will continue the work I have learned here and try to foster the same kind of spirit at home. This is my aim in life.